During his 2016 presidential campaign, Donald Trump captivated the nation with a simple yet alluring promise: economic prosperity for all Americans. He vowed to revitalize American manufacturing, bring back jobs from overseas, and usher in an era of unprecedented economic growth. The key to achieving this vision, he proclaimed, was a bold new approach to trade, one that placed American interests first and foremost. Central to this approach was the implementation of tariffs, a tool, he argued, would protect American businesses and workers from unfair foreign competition. Fast forward to 2025, and the picture looks starkly different. The promised economic boom has failed to materialize. Instead, the United States finds itself grappling with the very real possibility of a recession. The stock market, a key indicator of economic health, has been on a downward spiral. The S&P 500, a benchmark index of the US stock market, plummeted by 2.7% on March 10, 2025, compounding the previous week's 3.1% drop. This decline reflects a growing unease among investors about the direction of the economy, fueled in no small part by the uncertainty surrounding Trump's tariff policies. This air of uncertainty stands in stark contrast to the confidence Trump exuded on the campaign trail. The dissonance between his promises of economic prosperity and the current reality has not gone unnoticed. Business leaders, economists, and even some within his own party are beginning to question the wisdom of his tariff-heavy approach. The economic landscape of 2025 is a far cry from the rosy picture painted by candidate Trump. The question now is whether the damage inflicted by his policies can be contained before they push the nation into a full-blown recession. The stock market's recent tumble is not merely an abstract economic indicator. It represents the very real anxieties of investors, businesses, and consumers about the future of the American economy. Trump's trade wars, waged primarily through the imposition of tariffs, have injected a level of uncertainty into the global marketplace that is unprecedented in recent memory. Businesses, once eager to invest and expand, are now hesitant, unsure of what the future holds. This reluctance to invest has a ripple effect throughout the economy, stifling growth and job creation. Consumers too are feeling the pinch. Tariffs, essentially taxes on imported goods, have driven up the prices of everything from washing machines to cars. This increase in the cost of living is putting a strain on household budgets, forcing families to cut back on spending. This decrease in consumer spending further exacerbates the economic slowdown, creating a vicious cycle of decline. The uncertainty extends beyond American shores. Trump's tariffs have sparked retaliatory measures from trading partners like China, Mexico, and the European Union. This tit-for-tat escalation of trade barriers has disrupted global supply chains, making it more expensive and difficult for businesses to operate. The interconnected nature of the global economy means that economic turmoil in one part of the world is quickly felt elsewhere. Despite the risk of political backlash, a growing chorus of voices from both sides of the aisle are expressing concern over the direction of the economy under Trump's leadership. Business leaders, particularly those in industries heavily impacted by tariffs, are openly criticizing the administration's trade policies. They argue that the tariffs are hurting American businesses and consumers far more than they are helping. The uncertainty created by the trade war is making it difficult for businesses to plan for the future, leading to job losses and reduced investment. Even within the Republican Party, traditionally a staunch supporter of free trade, there is growing unease about the potential economic fallout from Trump's tariffs. Some Republican lawmakers are beginning to distance themselves from the president's trade policies, fearing that they could lead to a recession that would hurt their re-election prospects. This growing dissent within his own party is a testament to the seriousness of the economic challenges facing the country. The administration's response to these concerns has been mixed at best. Trump himself has vacillated between acknowledging the potential for a recession and downplaying the severity of the economic situation. This inconsistency has done little to reassure investors or calm the markets. The full economic impact of Trump's tariff policies is yet to be fully realized. However, one thing is certain: the uncertainty and instability they have injected into the global economy will continue to have repercussions for years to come. The trade war has eroded trust between the United States and its trading partners, making it more difficult to forge new trade deals and resolve existing disputes. This damage to America's reputation as a reliable trading partner could have long-term consequences for the country's economic standing in the world. Moreover, the tariffs have exposed the fragility of the global supply chains that underpin the modern economy. Businesses are now realizing the risks of relying too heavily on a single country for goods and services. This realization is likely to lead to a restructuring of global supply chains, with companies seeking to diversify their sourcing and reduce their dependence on any one nation. This process of adjustment will be costly and disruptive in the short term, but it could ultimately lead to a more resilient and diversified global economy. The legacy of Trump's tariff policy will be one of economic uncertainty, geopolitical instability, and a diminished role for the United States in the global economy. It remains to be seen whether future administrations will be able to repair the damage done and restore America's standing as a leader in the global trading system.